And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Hey! That must mean it's The Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm your host, Big J. Oakerson. That's your host, Dan Soder.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
I liked your that's like Drunken Man Stumbling Home version of Maynard.
That sounds like him? That sounds like him, right?
Sound like a shitty Bob Dylan.
Wait, I can do him.
No, it sounds like a bad Bob Dylan.
I did some musical theater back when I was junior high.
I was a tenor.
It is The Bonfire. We are live, new and live. You are getting our thoughts the second we think them.
Which might not be a good thing, but hopefully will be funny.
Hey, look, funny or a race ride starts. Either way, right?
Gather arms. Aryan warriors.
The time has come.
Get all of your cut-off tank tops ready. I'm in short
This
sleep.
is not a drill.
Oh, man, I'd be so bad in that.
And with the race war?
Yeah, I'd be so bad.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd pick up arms.
If it all went down?
Yeah.
Look, if we could stop race war from ever happening, God only knows. I hope that's what happens. So that it never goes down.
I didn't think you were a proponent of pushing it to its
I'm not racist. I am pro-race war, though.
Oh, Jay, not a racist bone in his body. He does, however, look forward to the day where blacks, whites, Latinos, Asians, and everyone will clash on the battlefield.
I'm sharpening my stakes because I believe the blacks can only be killed like vampires.
Hey, you guys ever talk to Jay about race relations? It's a little mythological
I'll be
at the
honest.
end.
If you do a radio show with him, I'd steer clear of the conversation.
Dude, I mean, talk about open buttholes all you want to. You bring up race wars, it's going to get funky. It's going to get real
Open
weird.
buttholes is one of my three topics that I think I really am worldly on.
I would think like if you were a specialist, if they're like, what, you know how like in action movies where they're like, he's explosives or he's guns, you'd be open buttholes. He knows open buttholes.
He's got oh, there was something behind that one.
Maybe it's a preview to the episode we're doing on Wednesday, which is new and not live, which we just recorded.
Are we only doing one live read today, Jacob? It's very exciting.
We got 2 live reads, Jacob?
What? I like that. We get to split them up and then see who does good live reads.
Do we get the stuff we're doing live reads for?
Today?
It's what?
You got sheets.
Sheets?
Sheets.
Oh.
I'm working on you.
Can I get a duvet cover? Something? Fucking throw it.
Maybe a duvet?
Oh, dude. If you could give me a duvet, Jacob, I'm not going to lie. I'd toss you, HJ.
Today when we do our live reads, let's both do them as radio guy as possible.
Okay.
I want to do a very radio guy.
Very radio guy.
Old announcer type.
Okay. Can I do...
Like we're going to be throwing it back to Little Orphan Annie after that.
Okay. That's what I was just going to say. Like War of the Worlds shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a drill.
Everyone, I know what I like my sheets. It's on an old-timey bed. My wife sleeps in another bed because her vagina's filled with the devils.
Sometimes the thunder and lightning's outside.
Rattling.
Shaking a handsaw.
God knows fall's here with all those trees shaking in your yard, and nothing makes you warmer than some nice bow and birch sheets.
Bow and branch.
I ain't sleeping on them.
That's why you're sheetless right now.
Yo, I ain't sleeping on them. I got Egyptian cotton. You understand? I'm walking into Bed Bath & Beyond being like I'm a former employee.
Sweet, sweet, silky feel of some bow and branches.
Dude, you roll around naked in them?
Oh my God, do I?
You bone up?
Oh, I really do. They're almost made to make you bone up.
I did that last night in my basketball shorts, and I thought of you. Not while I was boning up, but I thought of you as I put on the uniform to bone up.
But then when you boned up, you did think of me again.
On the way down.
Not a sexual way. Your denial of this feels like
no, because
you made it sexual.
No, you're making it weird. I was saying I boned up, and then on the way down from the bone up, I thought of you.
All right, dude, you got hard to me. Big deal.
I'm just in my room going, just listening to old episodes.
Yeah. Oh, shit, man. Jay's quick on that one.
Jay's wit. Oh, Jay's wit.
I love how much people are loving our Who's the Boss breakdown.
Tony Danzer?
Tony Danzer. We have to get him on the show, huh?
I don't think he'd be cool about it, though, right?
That's what'll be so funny about it.
I mean...
But who the fuck's asking Tony Danza to come on the radio show? He should be thrilled.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a guest come on at 7. tonight.
I hope he does, because we have a fun topic for that.
Oh, what a great story. Jacob making a thing to block the fucking submarine alarm.
All it does is really show it much more. Now I think there's going to be a fire in the room.
Yeah. It really looks...
When a phone call comes in, there's like for some reason, a fucking alarm light goes off.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like a submarine about to dive.
It's the beginning of War Pigs at a Black Sabbath concert.
Dive.
It's Coast Guard fodder.
Yeah.
And now we put... Jacob put a white envelope over it, which I guess in hindsight we all should realize probably wasn't the best idea for it.
Jacob, listen, I just want to say this, and the campers will hear you take a pretty good amount of abuse on Wednesday's episode for giving Jay Kendrick Lamar tickets and then taking them away, which we, of course...
It was a flat-out Indian give.
I prefer if you didn't use that word.
Sorry, Indian give.
Hey, dude, those people were here and we took their land.
Is that how you see it?
That's exactly how I see it. For that is how the eagle has told me the story goes.
You are going to have a hard time in this race war.
For I will channel the great gods. What are you playing?
I don't know.
Lou, are you drunk?
War Pigs?
You were playing War Pigs by Iron Maiden?
Yeah, I thought it might work, but
that didn't sound like War Pigs at all.
In retrospect, it doesn't
that sounded
really
like
work.
when they do the Dolby surround sound thing.
What, walking through a haunted house?
Oh.
Were tiny red dots teaching me about getting my snacks and not using my phone before watching a movie?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I want to wait on that one.
Yeah?
Because once we get in
this subject, I know. It might take us the whole show.
In. I don't think here's the thing.
I think we're going to get weirdly more calls about this than we think.
So here's what we're going to... We got a buddy coming in, a fellow comedian, who says he banged his friend's mom.
Has this been confirmed? Is he coming?
I don't know. I'm waiting to hear about it. We think. He's supposed to come in today. I don't know. He's a very busy man. He's got a lot of irons in the fire.
Says that he banged his friend's mom.
Yeah, when he was 17.
Wow, man.
So we got some calls that are coming in about that. Here's where I want to field.
Well, we teased this. We did tease this. That's why people want to hear it.
And we will come back to the topic later in the show. The one I want to throw out there to hopefully get on the phone is I'm interested to see if like an 18-year-old chick has banged her friend's dad.
Oh man, that would be a great admission.
You hear a lot about guys banging their friends' moms, but not a lot about...
Do you hear it a lot? You don't hear it a lot.
I think that's what you hear mostly if that's going to happen. I think you're going to hear...
It does seem weird if it goes down a lot of times. It does seem like the dude went all those teacher things. And I guess obviously, you know,
every joke's been made about that. Like,
but not even a joke. It's just like for some reason it always is a young boy and a chick. Like it always is.
And this isn't talked about, but every one of those guys when they show their picture, they have that like I could fuck the teacher confidence. It comes across in their face. In the mugshot, or in their school. I know they're not usually allowed to show the kids, but the ones where they're like 18 now and they show their pictures because they're adults, it's always like they got like a smirk, like
they have "told you I could" face.
Yes.
Told you I could.
They got smell my fingers and now do my homework face.
Hey, you smell that? That's your mom's, brah.
Ah, bro, that's where you used to live.
That's your mom's, brah.
That's your old place, brah.
You don't recognize the smell of your own place?
That was when you were being formed as a human being. Uh-oh, we're entering Brad voice. I don't want to do that.
Nobody does. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I never felt like when I was a kid that I could have fucked some like significantly older chick.
Way.
Although I did lose my virginity to a girl who was like fucking 5 years older than me. Which
is huge at the time when you were a teenager. But I'm saying.
But I realize also that a 22-year-old girl is not an adult still, even though they are on paper.
Yeah, they're not like. Yeah, they don't have lives like adult lives.
Yeah,
they're just like.
So they can make that fuck up. But we're talking about more like 40-something-year-olds, late 30s.
Yeah,
fucking like 16-year-old boys.
Women.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And our guest is going to have a story like that.
Yes, our guest, and he says it happened when he's our age, so it went down before it was cool. Before it was all these hot teachers were banging their male students.
And they are generally, we always say they're hot. They're hot for the action, if that makes sense, for what's going on.
What they do makes them hotter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good fucking tune for that. Oh. We got some.
You want to jump into this, don't you?
Just because we don't have to, but I just like.
Listen,
look at these calls are fantastic. These stories, this is a topic I would have never thought to say when you brought it up on the thing. I think I may have spoke wrong as I asked Kurt about it today. I thought he had a similar story, not of himself,
Yeah.
but like something in the neighborhood. 'Cause that becomes like a fucking neighborhood story. And I don't know.
It becomes legend.
It's crazy that an adult wouldn't have the foresight to see that, like, going haywire.
Knowing me,
like
I
a
would
fucking take the legality out of it. Or actually, we'll just make it an 18-year-old.
Well, we'll make it all 18. This is all legal stuff.
Let's all make it right 18.
Right down the yeah. Senior year of high school.
You just like if I was even gonna like fuck behind my chick's back or something, you fucking 18-year-old, you're like, that's coming out, and God forbid I ever get more like widely well known. It's definitely going to come out.
My whole thought behind this whole thing is just I know how quick I would come if like a hot older woman just touched my dick at 18. I'd be like, yep, I'm on leaking. I'm dead.
A hot older boy? Yeah, but I
Because
never
you feel that confident
but I
grip.
never had a thing for a teacher.
I loved that. Dude, I told you I used to jerk off to that lady that worked at Circle K.
But I never had good-looking teachers, ever.
No, but even the stock lady at fucking Payless or... Oh, man. Yeah.
I couldn't. The stock girl pay less. I mean,
Yeah. There's like a lady,
I had to process that one.
there's a lady that worked... It was actually called an Osco Drugs. She worked at the drugstore. She was like this hot...
That's where you bought your Bobos? Your Bobo sneakers?
That's where I bought all my fucking cheap-ass sneakers. But she... I used to like... That's who I would jerk off to.
I guess,
Like, 'cause they were like real women.
DeRosa, our buddy Joe DeRosa has like a thing for like older looking chicks.
Yeah. I mean, I guess not really anymore, but in my early 20s, it was like a thing. Like, I liked it.
I don't dislike a nice MILF today.
But that's a very muddied term now because of
What's
all
a MILF to me? Yeah, because someone might call a 39-year-old a MILF.
Someone would call
like,
a 28-year-old a MILF.
Come on.
That's just
What
lawlessness.
fucking piece of garbage would say that?
You fucking wash your mouth out with lava soap. You piece of fucking dirt.
You wash your mouth out with borax, because that's what an old lady would make you do.
I mean, dude, I want to jump into these callers because obviously we're going to hear some stories that are crazy, but I feel like as the legendary actor Antonio Banderas would say, no. Not yet. Because I want Chris, I mean, he hasn't
People love it.
And he hasn't texted me back. So I'm wondering where the fuck he's
I
at.
banged an old chick. Older, I guess, probably definitely in her 50s, like back in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Like years ago.
Dude, I had
years ago. So I was younger, and she was definitely in her like early 50s, but it was very like
soft.
It was just whatever.
Yeah. It's very
It was whatever. It smelled like lady in the room. Like it was. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I didn't get into it that
Valentine's Day 5 years ago. I did a show at
Valentine's Day is such a great day. Find some sad old bag
and banged her.
It's either go home to her cats or go fuck a stranger.
I banged her on the fucking the pull-out couch.
Were you giving one loves to your dad the whole time?
Yeah, Gary,
look what I'm doing on the pull-out couch.
I'm doing this for you, Daddy.
Now I'm naked on the couch.
Now I'm putting that dick down the way you.
I'm the Soder man's dick lives on.
This is our spirit challenge in the Soder family.
You gotta fuck on a couch bed.
You gotta fuck naked on a couch bed.
I don't think I ever fucked on a couch bed in my life.
I definitely did that night.
Dude, is that the only one?
That was the
at
night.
her place.
Yeah, dude, and that was the one where I had sex with her. And I was like, no, like I was like, I gotta quit drinking.
Oh, dude,
it was bad. I was with DeRosa, and DeRosa was like,
she was awful looking.
No, not awful looking, but like she had big fake boobs, and they were like bad kind.
How old was she?
Late 40s.
That's not terribly old.
But she had lived, my friend.
Oh, it was a hard 40.
Yeah. It was a sober 65.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucking rough.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're like, hey, lady, what was Keith Richards like when he was a child?
Was her face just like lined up real bad?
Dude, yeah, like...
She's like,
come
she
on
smoked?
in. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite part of the whole evening. I got to smoke inside. I was like, so, what do you think's going on overseas with our boys?
Don't sit too heavy on those chairs. They were my great-grandmama's.
Saw you at Caroline's night. When were you born? The first Reagan administration. I was already a mother by then.
Could you hand me my tobacco and rolling papers?
Do you like that I'm showing you a little bit of ankle? I could go for a gin fizz right now.
These gams once turned Count Basie on.
You know, Joe DiMaggio grabbed my tushy one time. I looked over, I said, sorry, slugger. I'm already taken.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Why don't we get
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Why don't we get you out of those stuffy Levi's? Show me what you're working with there, Junior. Saw you on stage.
What do you say we stop wasting time and you drop those dungarees?
I'm going to lay back, put on my whoopee pillow.
I'm going to put on my house gown. I'll be right out. I think I may have told you this before on the show. I hope not, but the first time I ever went to L.A., I went home with a chick who, like, just pulled out, like... she just, like... I wasn't even going home with the chick. It was, like, a bunch of people went back to this girl's house, but she was definitely throwing it at me.
Okay.
And she, like, she came out, she goes... She literally did, I'm going to go something more comfortable, and came out, like, in a fucking, like... She was, like, obese. Like, okay. I wasn't interested in hooking up with her. It was just, like...
But she did that. She did the old time.
I want to get into something more comfortable, and came out, like, in a fucking... like a moo-moo. It was horrible. I'm like, was this to, like, turn me on more? It didn't work.
She's like, no, this is a hospital gown. This is what I sleep in. It's the most comfortable thing in the world. I got full butt breeze the entire time. You can throw it in if you want to. I'm going to lay on my side like a sick whale.
Like a sick... Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's like always, that's like the most hacky thing in the world where it's like, you want me to go put on something comfortable?
Let me go slip in this. I'm going to get a little more comfortable.
I would actually appreciate it.
I would also not feel more comfortable myself if I went and like put on like silk pajamas. Like, that makes me more comfortable.
Oh, dude, I would love to.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would love to put on like...
If you promise me...
Yeah.
I mean this.
Okay.
If you promise me when you bring girls back for the first time, like first time banging...
Yeah.
If this is before you find a girlfriend...
Okay.
In any way... if you'll put on silk pajamas the first time and go, if you go back to your place and you'll slip on silk pajamas before you fuck,
yeah,
I'll buy you silk pajamas for Hanukkah.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
All right.
Happy Hanukkah to me.
Happy motherfucking Hanukkah.
Light the menorah.
Because I want to get you something else for Christmas, but that'll be your Hanukkah present.
Yes! Oh, we're going to have such
I come from two,
And you know what? I'm a Christian kid that's always wanted to be Jewish, so I'm right there.
You're going to get a Hanukkah present.
Oh, dude, I've been waiting.
Slippers one day.
I've been waiting for a Jew like you to come into my life.
I've been waiting someone to...
Yeah, I'd prefer honesty. Like if a woman was just like, hey, I'm going to go jam my tits together in some fucking thing you're going to tear off.
But when you just be like, don't, just get out naked right here.
My ex used
coldly and uncomfortably.
My ex would put on lingerie, but she was so bad at like, it would be like a shitty superhero. You know, really? A superhero's like, I got to go in the other, like they're fake, you know, obviously when they're not a superhero, they're a fake identity.
Yeah.
Like that. She was like really bad at being like, oh no, there's a noise in the other room. And then you just like hear like her suitcase open in the bathroom and you're like, hey, are you putting on lingerie? She's like, I'll be right out. Just taking a phone call. And then she comes out and she's like, hey, stranger. And you're like, I knew you were going to do that. She's like a shitty Superman. Is there a phone booth? And then do you guys think fishnets are still in?
You know, Carla made me wait a while before we hooked up.
Yeah?
And she put on lingerie the first time and I felt so shitty because I was just like, well, all I got to do is like dumb old dick, I guess.
Oh, dude, yeah.
My pants and my dumb old dick.
You got to hope you're wearing like your tightest pair of boxer briefs because then it makes you look more confident. But really, they're just old.
Oh, they're not yet. They've been wearing them all day, so the legs are loose.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to see what's in the butt part. It's so bad. It looks like it's just like butt lint.
Oh, she went all out. She got all decked out. She looked great. And then I was like, I feel like an idiot.
All you can do at that moment is try to bone up as much as possible.
You know, it's a really funny story. We ended up actually that night. I'm wrong. We didn't hook up that night. Here's why. I was still living with my folks. This is a fucking great story. Actually.
This is in Philly.
This is great. Still living with my folks.
Okay.
South Jersey.
Okay.
And she came back to my house for the weekend. We've been dating for a while at this point.
How long's a while?
Month, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. And she came back, and it was like, you know, it was my parents' house. But when you're in that situation, in hindsight, how ridiculous that seems to bring your chick to stay at your in your room at your mom's house.
Hey, we want to take this back all the way.
The only luck I had was she lived in her room at her mom's house.
All right, so that cancels.
No, but she has lived on her own at that point before. But I was doing comedy. I just had no money.
No, you stop making explanations. It cancels out. She lived in a room with her mom. You lived in a room with your mom. Where else are you going to go?
Right.
You don't have any money. You can't get a hotel and bang it out.
So I told, my mom and step pop and everything, I'm like, hey, I'm bringing, Carla home. Like, you guys are going to meet her. It's going to be great. But we had planned. It seemed pretty clear that we were going to hook up that weekend for sure.
Oh man, were you getting so excited for it? Where you're like, this is gonna be awesome?
Yeah. It was a real build up. I think at one point I was like, hey, if I keep doing stuff to her and she doesn't do something to me, I'm gonna split.
Look at me in my eyes.
I was complaining to friends at home. Yeah.
Look at me in my eyes and tell me the honest truth of this next question.
Huh?
Were you getting so excited about it?
Yeah.
Then in the morning when you'd wake up, would you make out with your pillow pretending it was Carla?
Ooh. Hey, Carla.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking awfully fluffy today.
Morning.
Sorry, is my breath bothering you? I'll go mouthwash.
Last night was terrific.
No, never pillow humped. Never pillow humped a fake Carla.
No.
I use my Hulk Hogan, the wrestling buddies.
Thanks, brother. You are wonderful too, brother.
Let me tell you something.
Well, let me tell you something, Jay.
You dick me down in a way I could never understand.
And I know a lot of dudes that are taking it. So you take it.
By the way, Carla just texted me. She goes, great, another episode our daughter can't hear. I kept telling her, I go, she could probably listen to Bonfire. We don't get me and Dan's humor isn't really that dirty.
Not this one.
It's rank. And I'm talking about boning her mom. So
you're giving the prequel to her existence.
Oh, Jesus. So we go, it's hilarious. So we go to my house that night. And she does all that. She puts in the lingerie. It's great.
Did you guys put on music, or was it just like?
So here's the thing. This is why it didn't happen. When she this is what she's greeted by. This poor Carla when she walks in. My brother is shit, man. 11.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit. No. Maybe he's 13, I think, at the time. 13. But Bobby's little. My brother's a little guy.
Yeah.
So he always even looked younger. And he comes out and he's like, hey, are you Carla? It's like, nice to meet you or whatever. And he goes, and he runs off and we go into my room, me and Carla. Everyone's fully dressed still.
Yeah.
My brother knew I was bringing my new girlfriend home and he put PlayStation 1. This is how far along this was.
Yeah.
He's got I have a CD of like soft rock shit. And he's playing, so it's like Boys to Men, Lionel Richie and stuff like this, like playing through the TV.
Wait, so he queued that up?
And I think lit candles and everything in my room. Like he set my room up. He fucked end up my room.
Bobby basically became like Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Yes,
where he was your guy.
He facilitated.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. So he set it up, and we went, and she put on the lingerie, and
yeah.
I went to the bathroom to give her a second to do her thing. And
did you just sit on the toilet and look at your feet?
Man, I came in the room, I look at my feet, I go, oh man, I'm getting ready to do this. Nothing going through me at all, by the way, of this is pretty weird, huh? It's, in my mom's house, in my bedroom, with my brother's bedroom, adjacent, by the way.
Yeah. Just getting in there.
No one's even, by the way, poor Carla, I feel like she walked into some kind of weird, really like a fuck dungeon, like a family of weirdos, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think even my mom may have peeked out the door, her bedroom door at one point. It's all this small hallway.
Your mom greets
I think
her.
My mom was giving a head out the door because my mom's naked because they sleep naked. And she had to do she says, "Hey Carla, Terry's nice to meet you." She's like, "Nice to meet you." So she's meeting everybody in the middle of the night.
She comes out though and touches Carla's stomach and goes, Will this be the carrier? The carrier of our savior? Hey, Jay, your mom kind of spooked me when she ran out naked and touched my stomach and said,
"No, that's my mom. She's busting chops."
Hey, why? Hey, quick question.
Welcome to my home.
Why is your 11-year-old brother in a silk robe, putting opiate suppositories on our pillows?
He goes, I saw your brother. He was actually pruning roses when I walked in.
I don't feel really comfortable with this. He whispered to me that he makes his own baby oil. I don't know.
So we go into the room and this music's playing. The mood is so great. I swear to you, my mom, I'm like, cool, good. Look at that, Bobby.
Yeah, see,
good shit, bro.
That is awesome.
And he went in his room, and we went in our room, or I went to my room, and she had the lingerie on, and we laid down. I think we made out for a little bit, and she couldn't have been more honest. And I told her, she goes, "I'm sorry, I don't want to do anything tonight." I'm like, "What do you mean? the big night. This is here. We're back. We have, overnight to spend. She's just like, yeah, your brother just like set up like music. It's weird. I'm sorry.
Your brother's
it's weird.
your brother's still in the room, and he's playing the violin.
I let her off the hook. I was like, all right, we didn't do anything that night. It was fine. Shh, you put on that lingerie for absolutely nothing. Come on. This is how you join the family. Come on. I want to give my mom a high five in the morning.
I told my mom I was about to make a canary sing. It's about to make
No. Please don't do this. My whole family's listening outside the door.
Dude, yeah. You're right
Don't
there.
shoot me down.
Oh, you're going to make me look like a loser in front of my whole fucking family. Yeah, we're broadcasting this to the living room.
Hey, everyone, it's a no-go. Oh.
I stayed up late for this. I got to take your grandma back to the house.
I have to work in the morning, Jason.
I thought you were going to bring home an honorable girl that sticks to her word. Anytime a woman wears lingerie, in my family, when a woman wears lingerie, a penis is coming.
Carla, more like cock tease.
All right.
I'll be downstairs eating a hoagie if anybody needs me.
Yeah, get ready to have some cold eggs in the morning, you she-devil bitch.
I'm going to piss in your pancake batter, you whore.
Yeah, at least one of us will get inside you.
Hey, more than blue balls and bitch.
Hey, did you rub my son's dick over his pants all night? You fucking asshole.
In hindsight, I mean, I can't believe she saw me after that again, let alone slept with me ever.
Dude, it was like the polar opposite. My ex-girlfriend, when we'd go visit my mom in Colorado, the guest bedroom in my mom's townhouse is directly below my mom's room. And so she'd be like, come on, let's like... She'd like touch my dick. I'd be like, what are you doing, you animal? My mom's right upstairs. So we had to go fuck. We'd have to fuck in the bathroom down the hall, but it's like a tiny bathroom. And I would always get some sort of neck or back pain while we were fucking. So it would always be like, I'd lock up, but I couldn't yell because my mom was sleeping. So I'd be like, time out, time out, time out, time out. Give me a banana. Give me a banana. There was one time she was close to coming, so she was just like mushing me. I was like, ow, ow, ow. And she came, and I was like, oh. It was like a Navy SEAL test. I was like, I think I could be tortured now. I kept my dick hard while my back was slipping.
Where's the secrets?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I will ride your dick until you tell me. Yeah, that was awful. It was just awful. And then I remember being drunk.
I think Carl also in the same weekend, or at least one of them she came, was also agreed to a nice dose of you come home late. Like if we did if I was doing the Laugh House or something one weekend, she would come back with me late. Like she might have even been treated to a couple of doses of my mom and Joe rocking it. Like
really?
Yeah, just like
that's true love.
When you walk through the living room, like their bedroom's right above that, and Joe lays it down deep. Yeah. We all know that.
Hey, what's up with the ground and pound coming from your mom's room?
I remember times Joe was also like a paranoid dude, so it's great. Like you'd hear him rocking sometimes, and then if I was trying to be quiet and you'd hear a noise, like Big Dick Joe just busts out of the bedroom naked holding a golf glove. Hey, what's that? Oh, Jay, when do you get home, Jay?
It's just the child that I discipline that isn't my own blood. Speaking of blood, you can see my boner's going down right now. I gotta pop back in.
Jay, what are you doing, man? You're killing my boner.
Oh, man.
Now your mom's gonna have to hand work me again.
Oh, dude, I had your mom near the summit. we were about to summit. Dude, see, that's the opposite.
Oh, shit.
Because my mom's Joe, when they would bang, they'd just be sloppy drunk because they're just drinking fucking, like, pint-sized glasses of mixed drinks.
Jesus.
So they just bang it out and then just, like, sloppily drunk and leave the door open. So you'd have to, like, hear it and you'd be like, ah. So just go out in the garage. Just go out in the garage. Just stand in the garage. No wonder I started smoking when I was 14 because I just stand out in the garage like, this is terrible.
Dad, go in the garage and get Joe a Gatorade off the pallet.
I'm wringing him out like a sponge.
He needs electrolytes. I'm not even close.
Yeah, I just popped my hip back in.
I picture she goes, stop, and she goes over to a door jam like Mel Gibson, starts wailing or snatching to a wall.
Hey! Hey, Dan,
okay.
if you wouldn't mind finding a picture of your dad, it'll probably help me finish faster. We got to take a break, right, Lou Dog?
Yeah.
Right. Don't we always? We got to take something.
But this is good. Back. See, we stayed away from the calls because we're going to get to them.
These are great ones, man.
They are. They're very good.
I love you, callers.
I love you, Jay.
I love you,
Is that
Soder.
Inappropriate?
No, it's perfectly appropriate.
Did I use Scotty from Boogie Nights you?
We're going to get into these radio announcer voices, and we're going to nail it.
I can't wait. Oh, are we doing old-timey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's the Bonfire.
Comedy Central Radio.
Hey, campers, if you've ever spent a night on really luxurious bedding, you know how amazing you feel the next day. But with department stores and their 800% markups, you'd have to pay a fortune to afford them. Not if you buy sheets from Boll & Branch. Boll & Branch linens are made from the finest organic cotton in the world, and you won't believe how soft they are. Everyone falls in love with them, even 3 U.S. presidents. And the obscene department store markups? Boll & Branch cuts that out. All that nonsense by only selling online at bollandbranch.com. You get high-end $1,000 luxury linens for just a couple $100. They are so confident you'll love Boll & Branch sheets, you can try them risk-free for 30 nights.
It gets better. If you order right now, they'll give you $50 off a set of sheets plus free shipping. Just go to bollandbranch.com and use the promo code Bonfire. That's right. To get $50 towards a sheet set by going right now to bollandbranch.com and use the promo code Bonfire. That's a steal.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Hey, King of Sodomy! That's Marilyn Manson with King of Sodomy! The Bonfire, we're back. It's Marilyn Manson Monday.
Holy shit, dude.
That
I haven't laughed that hard at fucking anything.
Yeah, you had a good one at that. I was so enjoying how much you enjoyed that.
Dude.
I was so hilariously just confused by it.
Oh, my God. You got to understand, everybody. Marilyn Manson is Jay's shit. Jay loves Marilyn Manson the way I love Queens of the Stone Age. It's just, that's our favorite band. We know that about each other. Yep. Jay's very excited about Marilyn Manson Monday.
Yes.
Wanted to start off hot with a little cake and sodomy. Everyone thought it had it queued up. The Bonfire team was there.
And Cake and Sodomy kicks in.
We did a very... We do a very lackluster read. It was great. I fucked up my part. You were great.
I thought you were fantastic.
I thought I fucked up. But then...
You're too hard on yourself.
Here comes Marilyn Manson, right? Wrong. Lou plays... What the fuck is this?
What's this song called?
Cake and Eat It.
And by the way...
Who's it by?
By the way,
when you started singing, I lost my shit.
We're back in the studio to like. I like when we play the music over the speakers in studio. We rock. We fill the studio. We rock it out with music. And this came on. Confused the goddamn shit out of me. Soder was on the ground. I almost stepped on him. I didn't realize he was on the ground. I just had my arms up like, dude. What the crazy? And Lou wasn't looking up right away.
Dude, you gotta understand.
So Lou's looking down like he was almost accepting. Like, did you think this was Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, because I don't know how Marilyn Manson starts.
Dude, when I heard him kick in that first line, he goes, "Ah, my king!" Dude, that shit dropped me like a punch to the stomach. That's how hard I was laughing.
This is a new Manson, softer side.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
It's David Gray.
That is way different. Dude. Mash up, Lou. Mash up. Throwing some gotta fuck over this.
Fuck, that was funny. I don't know why.
Cake and soda, man.
Sometimes you can't explain why things make you laugh as hard as they fucking do, but that made me laugh.
That was fantastic.
Wow. I
was so confused. I like to, and it just kicks into Cake and Sodomy, and it's like seamless. Seamless. I got a bad label.
I like boating and loose-fitting shirts.
It's a fucking great song. Yeah, I was expecting the first words to be, I'm the god of fuck. I like cake and eat it. Why trash?
Find this guy, that guy, whoever you just played, find his catalog and mash it up with Marilyn Manson songs. Because that goofy voice being over Marilyn Manson's music would make me laugh.
I like sunsets and listening. Cuddling's my thing.
So he's got confirmation, I guess it's coming.
I like a pleasant woman who lets me sleep with her on the third date.
We're talking about people sleeping with their. We're talking about people sleeping with their friends' mom. Oh no! Now this is causing a headache.
We really tickled. I almost want to have Carla call in. Just to say what she felt like I don't think we were really over talked about in hindsight how she must have felt in that situation.
Can you text her?
She's probably with our daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, don't you guys like have
hey, it's 844 Comedy 9 if she's able to call in.
Don't you have like a special type of earmuffs in the Oakerson family?
Well, she's listening to the show.
Isabella's just listening.
No, I think she didn't let Isabella. So that's what I'm saying. So she might not be with Isabella, or she's being a horrible mom. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I can't be there every day.
Hey.
Oh, I'm trying to make
look
money.
How scary that guy is. Look at that guy.
Yeah, no shit. I think you're talking about David Gray. We have a video up of now, and that is not Marilyn Manson at all.
Oh, yeah, we got to mash those videos up.
White trash. White trash.
So we were talking about earlier banging your friends' parents. Guys banging guys banging their friends' moms.
We're hoping to find, a girl who fucked a friend's father or something, or uncle or some shit like that.
Well, I mean, this is pretty close. We got Lizette in Indiana.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Lizette, you there?
I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I love you guys' show.
Oh, thank you, Lizette.
Thank you, Lizette. Now, what happened with your son's friend?
So I have to preface it by saying we didn't really have sex, but it was embarrassing as hell because he saw some naked pictures of me. And
what kind of naked pictures were they? Were they on a phone? Were they hard copy?
So I had just moved here from New York.
Okay.
And my man at the time was still back in New York, and we were kind of doing a long distance thing, so I used to send him flicks, So they were like, no money shots, but like tits and ass, some decent shots that I wouldn't want him to see.
Okay, yeah, of course.
So anyways, he saw the pictures by accident, and I tried to play it off, but
Lizette, hold on. Lizette, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's no way he saw that on accident.
Yes.
He was gunning for those. He wanted to see those pictures.
So I was with my son and his friend, and they were both about 16 at the time.
Oh, boy.
And not thinking they were on my phone, I had let him use my phone for something, and it popped up on the screen when he turned my phone on when I locked it for him.
Oh, man, that is tough.
Wait, your son was right next to him when it happened?
I was right next to him. Oh, my God.
How bad was this picture, Lizette? I mean, like, as far as filth level I'm talking about. I'm sure it's a lovely picture.
Yeah, I mean, you must have had some fucking great pics, but also, I mean, the shell shock to your son.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Almost was it like a tastefully, like, trying to be like, or was this like a real, like, look what's happening inside of my body?
Yeah, you can take my body and do whatever you like. What kind of...
They both sat up straight real quick, so I was like, oh, no. And I knew that's what picture hits off, so I snatched the phone back, but... It'd have
been weirder if you called the kid out and you're like, did you like what you see? He's like,
no. See, when I was 16, I didn't even like 16-year-old boys, so there's no way in hell. That's just no, I can't.
No, yeah, I'm sure, but I want to know was it a graphic picture he saw, or was it like?
The topless picture, and then like a picture in like a thong bending over. So I mean, it was
okay, yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, that's rough for your son to know that his buddy saw that, but it could be way worse.
It could be
in the world of dirty pictures. It could have been way worse.
How long ago was this?
2 years ago. I was 35 at the time. I'm about to be 39. So yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So and. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't no, like, punani out shots, but it was nothing I wanted him to see. So, but the funny thing is, he used to come around after that, and he would flirt with me so hard. I mean, he would tell my son.
Yeah. He thought he had a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, your mom's a MILF and all this and that. And I'm sure at school, oh, my poor son, I'm sure that, like...
I'll tell you this, Lizette, your son is really good at fist fighting right now. Your son, I know you probably don't know this, but he can drop motherfuckers.
Or he's a great kid with really thick skin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's going to murder his office one day.
He's going to gun down the entire Enterprise wing.
The funniest part was one day we were at the pool. I drove my son to the pool, and I was just dropping him off, but the kid happened to be there. So he came over to the car with his shirt off, and you know how guys flex their pectorals to, like, make their chest muscles bounce? he's sitting there doing that while he's talking to me, and I was just like, oh my God, this kid.
That is, you know what? This kid, I almost like this. This kid's the most confident kid in the world.
I would have just been like, let's never talk about it, and I could just always live in that moment that I had that moment. He's going for more.
Yeah, Lizette, was this a white kid?
Yes.
So this is like, that's like that white kid, like, hey, what's up? So how you been? Like he's trying to talk like an adult.
Hey, Miss Lizette.
Hey, Lizette, what did you think about this weather? It's pretty balmy, am I right?
And, I didn't want to, I wanted him to know it wasn't going to happen, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings too hard because we had just moved there and my son didn't have too many friends yet.
Well, now your son's got a lot of friends.
Or your son's friend has a lot of friends.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. But they're adults now, yeah?
Yeah, 18 and 19, yeah.
Oh.
And no way that would happen. No, thank you. But I was thinking, thank God for that it wasn't opposite way around. That I was a man and he was a girl, because they'll get arrested over shit like that. So
yeah, I mean,
I want to know what Lizette looks like so bad right now.
Lizette sounds hot.
No, I'm sure. That's what I'm saying. And you were 35 in the pictures they saw?
Oh, my God. Lizette, I don't think you understand how many times that kid masturbated to you.
Oh, yeah.
Triple digits.
Oh, he was raw. At some points, he gets mad at you because he's so raw down there.
He would wake up and he'd go, leave my head, devil thoughts.
Get out of my brain, Miss Lizette.
Oh, I can't touch my 16-year-old penis, but yet I have to.
I can't.
Your man's was in New York. Oh, the way you said that.
He's got a cold pack rubber banded around his dick.
It's like one of the murder scenes in Seven where they just make him do something.
Oh, underwear stings. The underwear stings. Oh, my ball sweat's getting into the rubs.
Hey, what's up with your friend wearing the kimono around now?
How's it going?
That's fucking great. He comes over in a kimono.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Oh, that's Brad. You got Brad drops? You want to get into a fist fight, Lou? You trying to get knocked the fuck out playing Brad in my ears like that?
What's up?
Hey, Lizette.
How's it going?
Hey, Lizette.
Seattle's always in a good mood, man. You smoke a blunt, get ready to go.
That's the guy who turned on us. Look how promising that call started.
Oh, so good, Lizette. Thank you so much for calling in and
Bye.
Bye. And thank you.
Lizette, bye. She's gonna fall in love with that boy. I smell it all over. She said she's not into that usually. It's from across the tracks.
Yeah, she said it. And
it's gonna be something.
Or they're gonna just have this amazing bang session.
Or her son murders the friend. Yeah. It's gonna go one way or the other.
Or the son is a hardened criminal.
What,
now.
Bro? I'm just saying your mom's real hot.
Your mom's like throwing a vibe at me. He's like, you know what I've been doing? Oh, dude, that's so great. Lou, I love it. You made
How's it going?
How's it going?
Smoking blunts and duty.
Play that one.
Seattle's always in a good mood, man. You smoke a blunt, get ready to go.
Oh, do you have right when he turned?
Fucking Lou's
that is right when he turned. Then you guys made fun of him, and that
I smashed him for his voice.
He didn't turn until 3 minutes later, but the 3 minutes in between are us making fun of his voice. He didn't like it.
Which I could play later on while you guys take a bathroom break if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to hear that when we go pee-pee.
Yeah, right?
Him getting mad at us?
Yeah, the whole clip.
Oh, God.
Just in case someone didn't hear it.
Oh, well, it's just fantastic.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't.
Made him famous. I wonder if he still listens.
Who, Brad?
Yeah, you think he's out there?
I think he's training like De Niro in Cape Fear.
Just doing body dips. Just body dips on fucking steel like bed ends.
Looking at our dumb smirks. all he sees is our picture. It's just you and me smirking.
You just see his head just keeps coming in and out of the mirror.
In his attic apartment. I didn't know much about the boy. Seemed relaxed.
He rents it from a lady. He killed her 3 months ago, but he still pays his rent every month.
And he goes down and gets food out of her refrigerator and talks to her as she's dead.
Mrs. H.
No, doesn't even look at her. He goes, those guys were making fun of me again on the radio. Just drinks a whole thing of milk and wipes it off his mouth. Yeah, but we'll even it out.
She's just a knife in her chest in a rocking chair.
Yeah. It's a real bummer De Niro gave up. He was good.
Huh?
I said it's a real bummer De Niro gave up because he was the best.
Yeah? It's given up, you think?
I don't know.
You think he has no passion in The Intern?
I don't know.
I'm with you.
I don't know. But we got so many fuck stories. Tales of rivalry.
Oh. Brian in Ohio. Since we're keeping on this track here.
What?
Brian.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up, dude.
Oh, man, I hope that guy's friends still listen to the show and just give him shit every time you bring him up.
Man, dude, that's got to be tough.
Dude, you got to understand that you can't make the same kind of eye contact with a human being after that.
Yeah, if you've seen your mom. I don't know. Look.
Dude, I got a great one.
Listen.
It happened to me.
I think my friend may have saw a picture or a video clip of my mom for a second. My mom did a weird thing like, I used to have these little videotapes that I would record like my comedy when I first started.
Yeah.
And there's a split second, I think, of my mom's boobs. And I think Dave and Lewis, Legion of Skanks, when we were trying to go through my old comedy tapes, saw it for a second, and we all laughed, but it's far from the end of the world.
Yeah.
Again, this is like, I'm like in my 30s at this point. For some reason, it wasn't that well. I was like, whatever.
12 years old. My friend Byron runs upstairs in my house real quick to grab something out of my room. Yeah. My mom's coming out of the bathroom, scares her, tit flops out.
Oh, your mom's big fat tit fell out?
Got a big old boob coming out. Byron saw it, scrambled to my room, came down a different man.
Saw my stepmom naked one time by accident. That was big moment for me. I was big. I was good.
Great.
Oh, it was great.
You respect.
I don't remember much about it.
Yeah.
But I just remember being like, I remember going in like, kind of like, first being like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be seeing that. And then really having that, like, that extra, like,
soaking in it.
0.7 seconds of being like, yes, yes, nailed it. My dad tossed me out of the room physically. My feet are sliding on socks. Like, woo, coasting the rest of the night on that one, Bubba.
Woo! I love you, Dad. Turns out we have the same taste.
Full muff, heavy tail.
Good job, Papa Bear.
And then I really stopped having any. Even when my stepbrothers would give me shit, I always had that thing in my head. I'm like, yeah, well, I saw your mom's box. Whatevs.
Oh, dude, that's great.
You guys can give me wedgies and whatever. I had a weird run with those stepbrothers. One of them woke up or didn't he? He sleptwalked while I was sleeping on the floor of the room. He woke up, and I was like, hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? And he just like had his eyes closed still, and he walked like past me into the corner and just pissed all over my clothes. Like all over my suitcase that I bring for the weekend. Pissed all over it. And then I went back to bed, and I was just a little fat kid, and I just went, what? I started crying because I was just so panicked by what happened.
I would love if he called in and he was like, yeah, I was just pissing on your shit.
Yeah, man, fuck you.
Because I don't like you.
Yeah, you saw my mom's box.
Yeah.
I'm pissed on your stuff.
I'm going to piss all over your clothes. The gall you have to look at my mom naked. And you think I'm not going to piss on your stuff?
How dare you?
Brian in Ohio, I'm sorry we interrupted you.
No, you're good, man. So I saw my friend's mom's box.
What?
We were getting baked one night, man, and my buddy was like, hey, I got a picture. I got some pictures of dude's mom naked. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. Whatever. So he goes and gets these pictures, man. I guess they were like snooping through his parents' room one night, and my buddy just snatched these pictures. What? And I mean, yeah, I'm guessing they were from like late 70s, early 80s, because I'm talking big like loincloth bush, dude. I mean, she was hot. Don't get me wrong. It was a huge, like, 80s style bush, and he had 3 pictures. One of her was, leaning in a doorway, and one of her.
Wait, so this was. I'm sorry to interrupt, Brian. So this was not your friend's mom. This was your friend, another friend's mom.
Yeah, like so.
The guy who had
but he was friends with him. You're friends with the guy too, right?
Yeah, we were all 3 friends.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought the guy was showing pictures of his own mom naked to you.
No, basically it would be. If I'm Brian, I'm telling the story of you having a picture of Lou's mom's naked.
Got it.
We're all friends.
We got pictures of Lou's mom naked?
Oh, somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Downer.
Thanks, Lou.
I mean, I never told him.
Well, I'll give you back the pictures then, Lou.
So, wait, Brian, did you... That was great. Brian, was she hot?
Oh, God, yeah, man. She's still hot.
Nice.
Really?
I could not believe this, man. I mean, I was 16 years old. So this is like a real...
Whoa, dude. And were all 3 of you 16? All 3 of the dudes?
Yeah, man. I mean, this was before the internet. So, I mean, I'm talking...
Great.
penny catalog was a good deal, So this was epic.
How did the lady's kid cope?
Did he know they were out there?
I mean, I think my buddy had made a joke about it once, but he told me that do not ever tell him you saw these.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Brian, you would crush a man psychologically.
Yeah. Wait, you guys, no one took them, right? You just looked at them and put them back?
No, he still has them.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
What's our Gmail?
Oh, is it the Bond? Oh, man, if you can get a copy of that, I would just go to Kinko's. We'll pay for it.
God damn.
We'll PayPal you the amount.
I want to see. By the way, it's so funny. Again, that attachment to it. It's like when you see celebrity porn. She's a celebrity of this story.
She's one of the biggest celebrities in their lives.
It'll mean more to me to see that Polaroid now because of this story he just told me.
And also, she said she's still hot, which means, this is like.
If he'll at least send me a picture of one of them.
Okay, you can even blot the head out.
What's he doing? He's hanging on to them? He's fucking
Yeah.
Nah, man, they're away.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They're in my storage unit.
Yeah, dude, sorry, I got those in a museum glass. Got them pinned up. Do you understand? That's basically like, I got it in the same thing they got the Declaration of Independence in. This keeps the air crisp.
I keep it in a Pope mobile.
Yeah. Anyone takes a shot at old Justin's mom's tits, I got them.
Impenetrable.
Dude, that's great, dude. How many times did that start you jerking off to her?
No, but it certainly helped it along. I mean,
yeah, it did.
I mean, they're in the spank bank permanently. That does not fade.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Well, dude, thanks for calling in, Brian.
Right on. You guys have a good night.
You too, dude.
Is our guest getting close?
I don't know. Should probably take a break, right, Lou Dog?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a break. It's the Bonfire.
You're listening to Comedy Central Radio. And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Marilyn Manson Monday. We did it.
You did it. We all
did it. It's the
Bonfire.
Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder.
Hi.
Hi.
So we were just talking about sexual relations between the youth and the elder.
Some good stories so far, man.
Yeah.
Man, I never...
Seeing an older woman...
We saw our buddy Ed, his mom came down one time wearing like a long dress shirt. And she was probably wearing underwear, but it was long enough we didn't see anything, but it's just like the idea of just like, we were like a bend over away from seeing panties was just like huge, but I can't think of anything other than that.
We got our third guest ever on the Bonfire, a good buddy of both of ours, and literally a man with some of my favorite stories of all time, Chris DiStefano.
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to unveil. I was listening last to the replay.
Yeah.
I texted you. You said, "Hey, if anyone's out there is bang their friend's mom, let us know." And then I had that thing in my head where I was like, "Wait, should I text him and tell him I know that I did that or not?" And then just right away I was like, let's do it.
But that's the comic in you.
That's the beauty of Chris. I said that's why you say he's got great stories, and he does. In fact. And I think a lot of that is he's got the stories of a really good-looking douchebag, but the mind of like a good guy, funny guy.
I'll tell you this right now.
Rare combo.
Because you guys, I dare I say, the two of you, two of my favorite storytellers in the same room. Both of you guys, fantastic storytellers.
Very different bodies.
Very different bodies. But also, you guys are both dirtbags in a likable way. It makes these stories fucking great.
Yeah, it's at first Annie Letterman was the first person who ever said like, "Hey, you're like such a douche, but I still like you." And she was like, "I just don't know what it is. It pisses me off."
Yeah.
She's like, "Because you talk about sometimes you talk about women in this very just like they're objects, but still I want to hear more." And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good talent or bad talent, but I think the thing is, look, I appreciate women. I appreciate the good story, and I think when I was a kid, things would be happening to me and I would be paying attention to it like, oh, wow, this is weird. This probably isn't happening to anyone else, but it's happening to me. So remember this. And I used to write a lot of diaries.
You have a straight up erotic red shoe diary.
Yeah. Oh, my first probably 10 sexual
September.
encounters. Yeah, I wrote them down.
She spread her wings for me. You know what I'm saying.
Jeter hit a home run. I find that was the second most exciting thing.
Yeah, I came in Samantha's belly button.
Dude, can you please, our first Bonfire staple, be, do you have that diary?
That's a good, if anything, it'd be at my mother's house.
Oh my Christ! I hope she never reads it.
I got this. Yeah, like everything. I got the Nike shit.
His mom's just jilling off.
That's when I laid her down and face blasted her with all my ball milk.
Oh my God! I was probably at that time, the early 2000s. I was probably just banging chicks and then wiping the jizz off with my Ed Hardy T-shirts.
That's great.
Pure Brooklyn dick bag.
Yeah, just classic.
So around this,
you got bed sheets that have like an eagle on them, like a thunderbird.
Yeah, he always sleeps with his arm folded under his head, so it looks good on his abs.
I had weights and jump ropes like next to my bed always.
Yes. Who was that girl with the big butt? Vita Guerrera? Did you have a poster of her?
Fucking slam it to her.
Yeah.
All day. Everybody loved her.
In New York.
And she had then she had those cell phone pictures came out. Who didn't when those cell phone pictures
came out? And then another big one in my neighborhood is when Sable, the female, she came out with jizz everywhere.
Just everyone jacking it to it. That is around the same time that one of your, now explain your friend's mom. You don't have to give names or anything.
Okay, my friend's mom, this has got to be, I just cracked my virginity. So I cracked my virginity late 2001. I used sympathy from 9/11 to get pussy.
Really?
True story? True story. It was bad of me, but I just, I don't know.
Do you think one of the ghosts of 9/11 was like, it's cool, you can use mine?
Well, no, I remember like I was dating, my girl and we hadn't had sex yet. And like, it was like painful. I didn't outright say it, but I think she knew like that I was like, hurt by the whole situation. And then
the national tragedy that had struck less than 3 miles away from your house?
Yeah. And she just, and I remember having sex. So this was probably.
You got pussy because of 9/11?
I think so. I'm not, she would never say that, and I'm not 100% positive.
I mean, if she wanted to be viewed as the most patriotic person in the world, she would.
Yeah. Disasters like this make me think you got to grab life by the balls. You know what I mean?
Or maybe you should grab life by the balls.
Life being me in this analogy.
And America being you and I in these silk sheets.
Yeah, never forget these twin balls.
My balls will be playing the part of the balls in this one.
I got a tower you can take down.
Too soon.
So this had to be the thing with my friend's mom had to be, I would say 2002. This was the fourth sex, person I had sex with.
Yeah.
So what happened was hanging out.
So how close of friends are you? That's the first question. Was this like your boy?
Guy on the block?
Guy on the block, exactly. Guy on the block, but good enough for, I'd known the guy since the, 97, 98.
So about freshman year of high school is when you guys started hanging out.
That's when we started hanging out, right.
Freshman year of high school. Okay, so that's not as bad. Because there's a thing about, like, maybe if you were, like, 5 or 6 and you're friends with that guy, you grow up together.
This woman didn't help raise me. She wasn't like my, lunchroom lady. I didn't know her. I actually only met her, like, I met my friend, and then I met the mom, like, a year or two later at a barbecue.
And I just want to say this. All these rules that we're establishing are kind of making me feel better, so I'm starting to bone up just knowing that none of these...
So how'd you do that?
None of these psychological rules were broken. I like this. This is a very clean... sexual encounter.
All right. So, it was a little sloppy. So
you meet her at a barbecue.
We meet her at a bar. That's the first time. Nothing. And
right away, but it was a barbecue where he goes, "This is my mom."
Yeah, and then all of us are like, "Whoa."
Was she just a smoke show?
She was smoke show, and the MILF phrase had just come out. Like it was still new when you were like, MILF.
American Pie. Yeah.
So MILF. So we're instant MILF. So this is time later after the barbecue, not the same day, like, months and months later, we're in the house just hanging out. Upstairs, the one bathroom downstairs didn't work. So I said, look, anybody's got to pee, go upstairs. So that's where the bedrooms are.
You and the friend are hanging out?
Me and the friend and a bunch of us are hanging out. There's probably 10 people in this guy's
house.
At his house.
Okay.
Mom's upstairs, no problem. Go up the stairs to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Not expecting anything.
Okay.
She comes out. She was going out. She was going out that night. she comes out in like, black, like dress pants and a black button down shirt with one of the buttons was a little open. And I said to her, Mrs., last name, I said, your button is unbuttoned. I'm not thinking anything. I'm just being a polite young boy.
Good boy from Brooklyn.
Good boy from Brooklyn. Yeah. Who has ecstasy that I'm going to sell that are really Excedrin pills.
You're like, listen, I'm going to, the part of me you don't know is I'm about to flood my serotonin levels to some Paul Oakenfold. The part of me you do know is, your button's open, I need to use your restroom.
That's it.
You're a classy lady. You don't go out like that.
Hey, put it away. So she says, I say, oh, the button's, ma'am, you could see that. And she says, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even know. She's like, is this better? Button's one down. So button one's down. So now we have
how big were the tits?
D's.
Just only
D's.
Only you were there.
Hold on, just
mom D's. Like
Christine.
Big, huge boobs. D's.
We were talking about this earlier.
They're D's.
But I'm asking who. All the friends were still there.
They're downstairs, though. I'm upstairs
you went
alone
upstairs.
in private.
Gotcha.
Nobody knows. I'm in the bathroom.
At what point did your dick slam into your jeans because you had a boner? Is it the second button?
When she put down the second button, I'm telling you, dude, I instantly felt pre-cum rolling down my inner thigh.
Look how excited Soder is for you. He's living it.
It's awesome.
You're taking him on a journey right now.
I really am.
And
it's like those women that do those romance book clubs.
Yeah.
I get it. Because this is fucking...
And, I'm 17, 18, so
you're shredded.
Boom! Oh, fucking ripped, dude.
Dope-ass basketball player.
Dope-ass basketball player. I had, at that time, if I'm remembering correctly, I probably had, like, a sick fucking blowout. Okay. I was wearing a North Face jacket.
Lost me right there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what it was in Brooklyn. You have a blowout haircut with, hairspray galore, probably on a North Face jacket, maybe some Tommy Hilfiger shit.
And so she goes second button and she goes
second button. Is that better? So I start stuttering. I literally, because don't forget, I only had sex with three women before that.
Which is a lot for 17.
17? Yeah, I guess.
That is.
So I got a ton of blowjobs.
Yeah, it is. Two guys who had that happen when they were younger. Yeah, Chris, it's a lot.
Really? Wow, what a burden.
How many blowjobs? Because I called that sex back then.
Yeah. Or at least the ones I made up and told my friends that the girls lived by my cousin.
She just gave me a blowjob.
It was by Skate City.
So
he doesn't care.
So the second button goes down.
And you're stuttering.
I'm stuttering.
I mean, rock hard.
Rock hard. The bathroom, like a nervous tick.
Yeah.
I was standing right next to the bathroom. I turned the water on. With the door open, I just turned the water on. Like I just was like, so I just turned the water on.
You reacted to it the way like fucking soldiers have PTSD. They just try to do an action.
Focus, change focus.
Focus. It'll pass.
So I put the water on, and she goes, and like then she becomes like sex mother because she goes, how nervous are you? And I was like, oh my God.
What was her ethnicity?
Shit. White, but hot, but white, like blonde hair, big tits, like white, but like the kind of like
burrow trash.
Yeah, like you really want to fuck this lady.
Yeah, bro.
So she goes,
mobster girlfriend.
Yeah.
How old would you say she was?
40. 45.
Perfect.
Something like that. Like just really
you guys
hot.
are all
a nice 2000.
45. I have you somewhere 45.
Well, he was a little old. He was 20.
If I could step in here.
45. Okay. Yeah, she's probably 45.
If I could step in here as a MILF sommelier.
Yeah.
That's a great year.
Please,
you're looking at a 40-year-old in, what am I going to say, the year 2000?
Yeah,
2001. Those are
2002.
Those are great years for 40-year-olds.
Great years.
They matured a little bit. The mid-30s became popular in the mid-2000s. And then, of course, we've graduated back to early 40s. Sorry to interrupt. Just
no, it's good. It's big.
Vintage and year. It's an old world.
She then turns off the water. She comes into because now I backed up into the bathroom. So she turns off the water and shuts the door.
Yes,
behind me. So I still at that point I'm like, I don't know, like this is not happening. This is not happening.
Hold on, but I imagine your dick tearing off your clothes like fucking warm-ups. But your dick does it where it's like
snapaways.
Yeah.
I think by the time we hit the climax of the story, me and Soder are going to be talking both into this same mic. What happened then?
Like we're doing a duet.
So then she unbuttons all the buttons. So now she's standing there, buttons unbuttoned with her bra still, black bra, pushing her tits up. Just standing there, and she starts unzipping my pants.
Oh,
yeah, and I didn't have, and this is like
her son and everyone he knows is downstairs.
They're downstairs. She was going through a divorce. I found out later. So I hit this prime time because she's going through a divorce.
Stars lined up for you,
So
buddy.
she's ripping down. So she zips down my pants, then turns the water back on. Goes, I don't want anyone to hear. And so she knows, and she starts sucking my dick in the mirror. So I have the mirror to the left, which she knew.
Oh, that's a pro.
She
Lucky
knew.
duck.
That's an old pro right there.
Right. So she's sucking it, and she starts pulling down my pants.
Yeah.
Okay, and as she's sucking my dick, she's unbuttoning her pants.
Just getting ready. She's on a time crunch. She's a single mom. She knows what's
So in
up.
the beginning, you may have even thought like, "Oh, she's going to blow me."
Right.
Now you realize like, we're going to fuck.
By this point, I still have not kissed her on the lips. She went right. She just unzipped my pants.
That's
and
for
sucked my dick.
girlfriends, man.
Yeah, that's her girlfriend. And she's sucking my dick. She goes, "You have such a beautiful cock."
How'd you not come?
Yeah, I know. Well, thank you.
Good for you.
For your beautiful cock,
Thank
I mean.
you.
Guys,
My
everybody.
girlfriend's clapping for your beautiful cock.
Everybody
I
clap
don't like
for,
that.
Yeah.
Everybody clap for Chris's young, beautiful cock.
Yeah. She. By the way, speaking of the young beautiful cock, this is something that my mom shares. My mom said that
Your mom shares young, beautiful cock?
beautiful cock with me.
This is my Taiwanese ladyboy. It's a young, beautiful cock. Have a taste.
My mom told me that the doctor came in when I was born after my circumcision and said it's the best circumcision he's ever done.
He nailed
No
it.
shit. I was like, that's a weird thing for a doctor to say.
Hey, comes in.
My mom brought me a doctor when I was younger because they were concerned my dick was too small. Like it might be a medical problem.
Are you serious?
We had very different growing ups.
Really different. We're the same but different.
Jay, I imagine the doctor
It
coming
was
in.
like Freaky Friday. Was that like, are we twins?
The doctor comes in after Chris's circumcision, just taking his surgical gloves off, just tosses it in the trash can and goes, nailed it.
I think you go, I quit.
I quit.
It's
I
not
have
gonna get
done.
better than that.
It's perfection. I merely sculpted away until what was left was Chris's dick the whole time.
I will now pursue my passion, which is frisbee golf.
So you've had a beautiful dick your whole life.
Beautiful dick my whole life. Smooth.
Mrs. Stefano, I don't mean to be a rude doctor here, but your kid's got one hell of a cock.
Oh, yeah.
If that's not the
You have a
title
nice
of,
cock, too,
if that's not
Soder.
the title of your memoirs or your next CD.
By the way, Chris looked at my pee hole.
I've looked down at Soder's pee hole 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Check
Twice.
the inflammation of the urethra.
Yeah, it's twice.
Yeah.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of comic sticks.
These are,
You have
this guy's
some medical.
doctorate.
It's amazing how worried about their dicks a lot of comics are. huh?
Everything. And I would tell them, like, look, I'm a physical therapist. Like, I can
This was-
stretch your dick. I can't do anything.
I'll tell you exactly when it was. 2011, and we went drinking that night at the beer garden.
That's how it always
Oh, yeah,
starts.
I remember that.
When you show your friend your dick, it always
with the
starts
great,
that
with
way.
the great Nate Bargatze,
Well, yeah,
full
Dave
time
Bargatze.
magic.
We're drinking beers, and I had hooked up with this girl that I worked with at a restaurant, and it was a little aggressive, and something hurt, and I was super freaked out about it. And Chris is like, in his very Chris way, he's like, "Yeah, bro, look down your pee hole." And we go in my bathroom, and he looks down my pee hole, and goes, "Hey, you fine?" It's just like,
Did he have to grab it?
I held it and opened it. I did all the work.
So you pee on back that fucking grilled cheese sandwich that is your sore pee hole?
And I was like, and then I'm not gonna lie,
Gross.
him saying it was okay, I had such a good time that night because I felt
Did
like
you,
a doctor.
and he had a nice piece?
Soder, nice dick.
Thank
really
you.
nice dick.
Really?
Thank you very
Good
much.
dick. Just a good Denver dick.
A nice old nice
Denver dick.
Colorado
There's little
piece.
chunks of ham in it.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
And if you're ever in the Rocky Mountains
Yeah,
and
it's
you
just
need
fucking-
some dick,
It's like a can of Coors Light.
Pete Coors knew that man's dick was going to be decent,
It's a tall boy.
just like the water he grew up drinking.
So she says you have a beautiful
She
dick.
says I have a beautiful dick. She's sucking my
Was
dick.
she like doing now? What kind of blowjob are we talking about? Are we talking about like a vet?
She was doing that
Two-hander?
shotgun two-hander.
Yeah,
I was
talking
getting to
about
that.
that on the pre-record.
This lady was in her mid-40s.
Indian burn.
Peppermill.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So she's doing this. I'm telling you exactly what I was thinking of, because I knew that I was going to blow the load. I was thinking of my high school basketball coach the year before was
Who's also downstairs?
no, he just died. Yeah, yeah. Who's also does Coach Jack Kern. He used to walk around in these bike shorts with his just cellulite shit old man legs. He was like 95 years old, and I was thinking about his like thigh cellulite to try to hold in my jizz, because I was like, there's no way. And I just kept thinking about Jack Kern's bike shorts. Jack Kern's bike shorts. That's what I kept saying over and over and over in my head.
That's like Fight Club.
That was
His
my
name
mantra.
was Robert Paulson.
Good storytelling, too.
Yeah.
Because, I'll be honest, you were almost going to lose Soder on facts in a second because you got him so boned up with his other shit.
I
That
love
was
it.
good that you actually, in telling the story, you make us all think about those cottagey cheese legs.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we all go back to like, okay, I got to focus back on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
get
You
this
can never
nut.
be too
We're up there.
detailed.
We're
I
not,
think, on the
we're not
story.
coming yet. We haven't
Yeah.
come yet.
And
I'm
unfortunately,
speaking as the royal we.
right. So I'm thinking about Jack Kern's bike shorts. Jack Kern's bike shorts. she then takes my right hand and puts it on her ponytail to like, move her. Yeah. So she's doing, and she's, now it's like.
Is that your first time that's ever happening?
You've
got a lot of blowjobs.
Never like this.
But I mean, have you ever get like the grab their head?
No, I was getting blowjobs from 17, 18-year-olds.
So this is also a blowjob way. You're looking at, this is like the first time people saw Hendrix play the guitar.
Yes.
You're like, this is another alien.
I didn't know it could be like this.
I had only, at that time, 2002, I'd only seen that kind of work on VHS porn tapes.
Yes. And maybe slightly on DVDs, which were barely hitting the market.
Yeah, barely. And I played.
You thought no civilian was capable of it.
I didn't know. Yeah, I thought this could never happen.
It's like watching a dude dunk at a rec game.
Right. Exactly. So she's sucking my dick, and then she says, she's pulling down her pants simultaneously. And she says, bend me over. So she turns around over the sink. So the mirror is in front of the sink.
Yes.
So she turns around and I say, I don't have a condom.
And she goes, son, that's all right.
She goes, no.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah. You would be you're going to be throwing salt into an empty sea.
No, she turns around and she goes, that's cute.
Oh. And I'd also be like, I also don't want a disease, you fucking creature.
And then this is the hottest part of it all. And this is where it got.
Does she say just do the butt then?
No. She's bent over. Sticks her fingers in her mouth, puts it in her pussy to wet it, opens it, grabs my dick with the other hand, and puts my dick in her pussy.
One timer.
Yeah, so I did no work. I still haven't kissed her on the mouth. So one timer, she starts back.
I'm almost thinking you're probably going to donkey punch her in the store before you kiss her on the mouth.
Yeah.
Backs up into my dick probably 5 or 6 times. I see like her ass just like move on my dick like a puddle, like stepping in a beautiful raindrop hitting a puddle.
You are like the Hemingway of fuck stories.
Yeah.
You and Jay got to do a dual album.
Just pounding her and
I'm boning up Soder.
Very few butts I fucked had raindrop feels to them. They were more like a fucking bag of batteries.
No, it's not her butt. I'm in her vagina. I'm in her vagina, and I just feel the warmth of it, and it's just sliding in and out, and then I feel like a geyser, the semen just rush from my balls, and it's ready. We're in overload, and I say, I'm gonna come. She grabs me by the back of my butt and holds me in, and I blow it inside of her.
What?
Yes. So that's when it turned from the most amazing things ever happened.
Her son's downstairs
to pure and utter terror. Because now I'm like, whoa.
This is something terrible.
Temporary terror.
It's like Dusk Till Dawn. The strippers turned into vampires.
Right. Temporary terror. She's, I'm like, oh my God, it's still coming. And she goes, that was amazing. And she goes, don't worry, I just got a hysterectomy.
Oh.
And at that time I was 18. I was like, what's that?
I hope she didn't describe it. I hope she didn't describe it to you.
No.
I imagine her doing like this. She just fingers it out of her. She goes, nah, that ain't nothing.
And then,
but you know what? Even if I didn't have hysterectomy, this probably wouldn't have done shit. Yeah. Split.
And then I'm sitting there, pants around my ankles, shaking. And then I just go, can I have your phone number?
Really?
And she goes, you're so cute. Kisses me on the lips, walks out, and then I've seen.
How long? She finally kissed you on the lips.
Yeah, finally, that's what I'm saying.
That's all Chris wanted?
Kiss me on the lips, which is,
I just imagine.
And then he came again?
Yeah. I imagine him as she walks away, he goes,
or he's still kissing like a minute after she leaves.
In the air. I think I love you. How long did you stay in the bathroom before you went back downstairs?
Well, what happened was, as she left, I turned the water back on, and just to like process like what had happened, and being so young, even though I just come, I felt like I still had blue balls, even though I jizzed. So I jerked off again.
Right after.
Because I had a second load. Because I'm telling you, it was like the cum went from my balls to like the tip of my penis in like T-minus 3 seconds. So it was like there was so much coming up. Like my body didn't know what was happening because it was the most excited I'd ever been at that point.
I mean, it's probably the most.
She didn't even give a shit about coming right. It was just about getting you to blast a fucking load
inside of her. She probably she was crazy. She wound. By the way, and I'm not going to out the names, but she wound up. She went on to bang 5 of my friends.
But you were the first.
I was the first.
Good for you.
To my knowledge.
Poor kid.
Poor kid. Is he a professional fighter now?
No, it's not that kid.
He's a murderer.
No, do you know what's so funny? You know how much of a New Yorker Chris is? I just jokingly was like, hey, is he the professional fighter? He goes, no, it's a different guy. That's a buddy.
He just means that's the personality of a guy who's going to end up becoming a professional fighter
Right.
because he's got a lot of pain in his life from his
this-
mom just getting ragged out by everyone he high fives.
Not only that, but just taking it, cream pieing it.
Here's how.
Everyone's that story. If he tells to a therapist, it keeps getting worse and worse. He goes, yeah, she fucks all my friends. Like, well, she's a grown woman. Like, no, it gets worse. They do it while I'm downstairs. He goes, well, look, at least you're not on the same floor. You got to try to find a bright side. No, and then they all blow loads deep inside her.
She actively told me that.
It's like, guys sometimes can't pull out. No, they all want to pull out. She holds their asses in her pussy.
Almost like she's trying. It's like when they make horses come and they hold them in that sock.
Here's
And that's why I dress like a woman and wear a horsetail butt plug.
But here's how life works, right? Here's how it comes back. Is then a year goes by, a different friend in that same group of friends, but not this friend's mom, a different friend's dad starts banging my mom. So it becomes
full circle.
And
you thought that was your karma?
I felt I've repaid. I'm paid up now.
Okay. But that's good. That's almost an even thing.
Yeah, because then I had to take abuse for like 2 years. Like, yo, what's
you know? Had to hold on.
That is funny. Isn't that weird though? But again, no one's going like. No one gives Brian shit because of his dad.
Right. It's just my mom.
It's like your mom. Yeah.
Anytime the conversation.
The double standard is, if nothing else, consistent.
Dude,
the double standard is a consistent always.
I lived 2 years of my life. Anytime the conversation would be in a lull, somebody would go, yo, what do you think Brian's dad's doing right now? And somebody from the crossroom would be like, banging Chris's mom. And then I said to get held back. I tried to fist fight every single one of my friends.
But you held on to the fact that you banged your friend's mom.
Yeah, I never ratted.
And you still, even though you thought it was your karma?
But he knows his mom got around. He doesn't know. He doesn't care to know the particulars.
No. Do you know how he found out?
I think one of the friends boasted about it.
He was cleaning out his mom's pussy one day with a hose. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Is that Chris Stefano's beautiful cock outline?
Yeah. That beautiful circumcised dick.
Why do I feel like I've seen his dick shadow before?
Damn.
There's some dick soot in here.
Hey, Mom, you want to get in here?
Mom, down here. Yeah. I was just trailing around looking for treasure again. Hey, you like my friends? Fuck you. I just found some cum in here.
And to a far worse extent, having them blow loads in you because you're aggressively making them?
I hate to go all forensic scientist on you right now, but it looks like you held them in when they were coming.
Mom, have you been working your Kegels on my friend's bones?
Yeah, almost like a Venus flytrap of a pussy. Just keep them in. So how many times did you jerk off to that?
It's constantly.
Constantly.
It's
always there.
It's got to pop up once in a while still.
How do you get rid of that?
Okay, can I do it better? If we did a made-for-TV movie of your fuck experience.
Who plays the mom?
Thank you.
Cool. That's a great question. Who plays the mom?
Yeah.
And now who plays the mom now?
If you say Judith Light, Soder's going to come in his pants.
Yeah, I'm going to body splash you and fuck you at the same time.
Who plays the mom?
Yes, and it could be any actress.
If he says on Who's the Boss, I'm going to lose my shit.
If you and I'm guessing for you, we cast you as young Tony Danza.
Yeah.
Angela.
Let's just make this whole thing a Who's the Boss.
Yo,
thing.
Danny's right downstairs.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Samantha's room's right next door. Stop holding my ass in you.
You crazy broad. It could be any actress at any age.
Any actress at any age from any time period.
What does she look like? When you think of her, who do you think of?
Blonde hair.
Almost as Phil. I'm getting so wound up.
Okay, who plays the actress? Who does she look like?
What actress plays?
Here's who plays her. But she has to dye her hair.
Okay.
Here's who.
I'm gonna throw my phone if she's smoking hot.
She is smoking hot because it's just like.
But you said borough trash. So I'm picking hot and like that. Yes. Remember that girl that what's it? Taryn Manning, the girl that Eminem.
Yes.
Like his girlfriend.
Here's who plays. I have it right now. Here's
Brittany Murphy type. Is like, that's borough
garbage. Here's who plays her. You ready? Mm-hmm. This is exactly who plays this woman. Tara Reid.
Oh, okay.
That's who plays her.
Good for you.
100%.
Just dye her hair. I thought you said she was blonde.
Yeah, because I was gonna say Jennifer Love Hewitt if she had blonde hair, but
really,
she's more trashy.
Oh, Tara Reid. Yeah.
Tara Reid, or you know who could play her actually? You know who now
American
could play
Pie.
her?
You mean like Ibiza fucking black dick gangbang Tara Reid?
I'm talking about Tara Reid from
American Pie.
Yeah. But you know who can? Who facially she looks like is that actress now Blake Lively.
I mean, what?
Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
Dude, I'm telling you, she had that blonde flowing hair, but she was like trashy.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, I think like you're trying to say she was trashing just the way she dressed.
Or maybe the fact that
maybe the fact that she fucking held his ass into her while she came while her son was downstairs.
I mean, I feel like you guys are just missing the point that a woman, that's a strong, independent woman.
We found the break, by the way, where you're like, me and Chris are like, you guys are lovable, like, pieces of shit, like debaucherous, which I get totally, but this is you feel no weirdness in this. You're like, I love that story. Everything about that is great.
Why am I weird?
The same way you think I'm weird because I'll watch a girl shit a dildo.
Yeah, that's completely different things.
Yeah, in your world. Lou, do we got to take one more break?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a break.
We'll be right back. Chris Stefano on the Bonfire.
Yeah, all that.
And now back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, Marilyn Manson Monday on the Bonfire.
Fucking A, it is.
It's been a fun one, man. Holy shit.
Just a great day at radio,
I mean,
Jay.
tales of ribaldry from Chris Stefano.
I mean, coming in just dropping erotic stories.
Boom. Then she came upon the bathroom.
Welcome back to Busting Nuts with Christopher.
Laying ropes inside your mom in a latrine.
While you and your friends gander at magazines, Christopher's upstairs, deep inside of your mother's womb, in a way that only a strange man, not a regular
Just
man.
really digging out her donut hole.
Just watching
While
her,
you and your friends.
watching her rear splash against your thighs like a gentle wave of eroticism. Trying to pull himself out, only to be held, to fill her cavernous vagina with his young.
Was there anything, Chris, about her that...
Strong thrusts. He bounded across the room, filling it.
Was there...
Tight hips, his leather gloves raping down her sides as she... Her bustier spilling over. Pure sweaty eroticism.
Just when he thought he couldn't get any deeper, 2 more chambers opened inside of her.
Hearing her cries of passion.
Scotty and his friends were downstairs making sandwiches,
Playing marbles and other parlor games. Christopher upstairs, becoming more than a man.
The guilt that overcome me as I smelled the sandwich. It was my favorite. Prosciutto and a sopressade.
But I had different...
But I didn't know I was making cheese up in the bathroom.
The sandwich I was making was much more carnal, biblical.
Harder for the bologna.
Was there anything was there anything out on her that even gave you that slightest feel of like
a
like,
dossier?
No, but like this is like an older chick. Do you know what I mean? Like, was there anything that made you feel like that? Like, her asshole was brown or something like that? Like a beaten up asshole, maybe.
I like that you're trying to study her buttholes like a scientist that studies the rings on a tree.
Yes,
Like,
yes. How many were? Did you get a chance to count them for me?
Butthole rings.
What is she?
Do you know what I mean? Like the hang of her tits at some point.
Nothing. Well, the
skin when she turned maybe was a little looser.
It seemed. The sex was over in 5-10 pumps at the most. But the blowjob, I was able to watch her a little bit, look at her, and she. One of the things that I remember I noticed about her was she was one of those broads that had her makeup tattooed on. So that's different than the girls that I was used, the teenagers that I was banging.
Sure.
But
makeup tattooed on.
I didn't realize she was a 70-year-old Dominican. I guess she different views of
her
hot.
name was Julissa.
Did she read your palm after you came?
Thinner.
Yes, she gave me a fucking Malta.
Yeah.
A beautiful cock.
Speaking of Dominican, there actually was a bunch of Dominican prostitutes in one of the bodegas in my neighborhood off Myrtle Avenue.
Cool.
Like
Were they
83rd
hot?
Street. Yeah, one of my boys used to bang them constantly. I never got it.
Trading off on him?
Yeah, he probably banged my friend's mom too. I don't know.
This guy sounds like a raging sex addict.
No, he's like one of those Irish kids. Like he's pure Irish American. He's a firefighter now. He had like his first tattoo at like 13.
Yeah.
And just like these women, these older fucking white women, she's like, yeah, that's who I want.
Oh, he's a little stud muffin.
Kieran.
Oh, what an Irish name.
Irish name.
Stud muffin.
Was the lady you fucked mom, or was her?
I banged her
was
mom
she available?
Did you go up the ladder?
No. Was the son like? Could you justify like he was an asshole at all or something?
No, he was a great kid.
And really gracious.
Here's another add-on to this story.
I'll tell you this right now. You know where he is right now? Doctors Without Borders. Good dude. Give him back.
And then like a year or two later, I never had sex, but I made out with her daughter.
No.
Yeah, so I never had. I never really counted it because I never banged the mother-daughter. I won't sit up here and lie to you, but I made out with the daughter.
Oh wow!
And I saw the daughter naked.
What?
And my friend banged the daughter and had pictures of it back in the day.
Could you compare it to the mom? Yeah, this guy really is going to be melting
Dude,
down.
I grew up with fucking degenerate. Like, my friends are degenerate dirtbags. Like, they got point systems with girls. Like, it's complete scum, trash. Up there, objectified. They're all firemen, cops, garbage men.
Are you not friends with them anymore?
Oh no, yeah, they're all my boys. They come out, they hang out. When I did haven't you met Pat Finnegan? Dan? Yeah. So it's that kind of crew. Those guys, they're just debaucherous. Like, I did the Comedy Central half hour in Boston a couple of years ago. They all came up. They're ripping each other's shirts off. They were bumping into Comedy Central brass, starting fights. I'm like, what do you do? This is my career.
But it is like But they're loyal dogs to you.
Loyal dogs as shit. Like anything they see on Twitter, like if I retweet like a hate tweet, they fucking go out. They got 13 followers, but they go out to why don't you fucking bring it to Mass Queens, bitch.
Yeah. You know, I'm down at ladder 119.
Why don't you bring it to Local 3 headquarters?
Unfortunately for you, I got the next 3 days off, but then I got to work 3 days.
I weirdly kind of get that guy.
Yeah.
Like, because they're working stiffs, all of them, right? So that's what it is. Like, they look forward to very little in life, but with the things they look forward to, they really look forward to. I, for some reason, connect to those guys. Like,
and you know, they're good guys, and like, you know, like, they're very loyal friends, and like, anything I do is like the greatest thing that's ever happened for them. Like, yo, I'm a fucking boy.
But the guy,
see, that's good. That a lot of times, those friends though will get like who the fucking guy thinks he's better than everyone.
No. But the guy whose mom you banged wasn't one of those friends.
No, he wasn't one. But he's a good dude. But he's like that. But he just, you know, I mean,
you wouldn't cool with it, but everybody fucked his mom.
But the divorce, she went through a divorce. Okay. She went through a divorce, and you know, I caught her at the right time. And then I think I opened up the floodgates. Then I think that everybody else started.
Well, I'll tell you this, and I'm going to play it from her angle.
Well, that dam was holding back a big puddle of your jizz.
Yeah, and I'm going to play this from the other side. But I think what happens is she sees your beautiful young cock, and she thinks,
and it is beautiful. Make no mistake.
I mean, it's been proven medicinally.
Yeah, I think I saw a picture. I was impressed.
Yeah,
but now she thinks there's a whole crop of beautiful young dick out there. So she's just
she's looking for
going through the garden.
Yeah. She's looking for the foot that fits her fucking beat up glass slipper puss.
Your beautiful young dick that
and of course I told my friend, not him, you know, I told all my friends, and then they started fucking lining up to take their at bats. They were like, all right, I'm in. Next thing you know, every time we hang out at the house, everyone's got on cologne, fucking hair slip.
How you doing? How you doing, man? Funny thing about me, you know what we just learned in school the other week is how to keep secrets.
Oh shit, Chris, I almost forgot. You got any Dracar in your Fiero?
Yeah, bro, I want to smell good for her though.
Kids were like leaving their bikes like at the corner and just like walking up like, yeah, get a fucking car.
Yeah, you look older. You got a cigarette I can bum. I just started smoking. You're 13. I know.
Yes. To answer your first question, ma'am, these are Cavaricis. I just want to know, do you want me to leave them on the floor or on the bed?
I can fold them and put them on your armoire. I like the thought of him being like, the voices can be rough on everybody. 16-year-old.
He's really laying it on. Hey, you know, we're going through a hard time. We need somebody to speak to. Eh?
Sometimes you can miss the presence of a man.
It's like, Johnny, you have a lunchbox.
Yeah.
I'll take you out for a lasagna so good that a man of go.
Yeah, I got a pasta fajoule that's going to blow your fucking
My mother makes her own regat. I'm going to bring it over.
You ever been banged on a Yankee comforter?
We're running out of time, so I want to make sure we get to this phone call. And Chris, please hang out with us for this one. This is a hell of a story here. Jason in Oklahoma.
Hello.
Oh, hey, did you Mrs. Doubtfire us? What's up, dude?
What's up, Jason?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, so yeah, I got you a story for you.
Dude, it just sounded like, the way it just sounded like, it's like you just ripped a line of coke, and then you're like, yeah, I got a story for you.
Buckle on your dick, motherfuckers, because it's story time. Get around.
Oh, you guys ready to make a blood itch?
All right, let's not do this. This is how we pissed off the other guy, Brad. Good, Jason, we love you.
No, dude,
We're good, man. We're good. I was gonna say, like, afterwards, it's gonna be like, top that bitches, and Mike dropped my phone. So, but no. So I will just say, for all intents and purposes, we'll call my buddy Mike. Right? I've known this dude since I was 5 years old. Like,
that's the exact number. The exact number that Soder said. Like, it's not like you knew him since you were 5 years old.
Like, literally, this is gonna sound like bullshit because it's like the exact fucking opposite of fucking Chris's story, and it's ridiculous. So it's fucking weird. But anyway, I've known this dude since 5, like all the way through fucking high school, right? After high school, we went to the Marines together.
Oh, God damn! He saved my life 6 times.
He took a bullet for me.
No, he did. He's actually taking a bullet for me. Yo, dude, he's like, he's my dude. We'll put it this way: like, we're like joined at the hip, best friends. Not fuck buddies, but like, we're good. He's like he's my brother. So anyway, in 2000, we enlisted in 2004. In 2010, I got medically discharged with a torn ACL and a separated kneecap. So I came back, to the States. So he stayed over, right? A year later, he was involved in an IED, and tragically, he ended up taking his life. It ended up taking his life on the operating table. So like,
sorry, buddy.
No, it's still gut wrenching shit. But I know he's looking down at me right now, like, you motherfucker, like, literally. But anyway,
I don't know how to feel yet. I'm still navigating my own feelings.
Like, sorry, buddy, but also fuck you.
You seem like a great guy.
Just because I kind of know where this call's going.
Not me, Jason. I got your back 110%. I bet you only make great decisions. Go ahead.
But so like, I found out by a coworker. I was working as a mechanic, and I found out by another coworker who knew the family. He's like, "Hey, did you hear about so?" And I said, "No." And he told me, and I, like, right then I ran to my boss. I told him, "Man, I got to take some time off. I got to go visit his mom." I've known this lady since I was 5. She's like a second mom to me. So I ran. I left work straight there. I went to the house. I stayed with her for a couple of days to get everything ready for the funeral and all stuff like that. No issues, at that point. And then we had the funeral, and like 3 days after the funeral, I'm at work. I get a phone call from her, right? And she's like, "Hey, you want to go? You want to go have dinner?" And again, I've known this lady since 5, so it's not, a date, it's dinner. Like, to the point where this lady has disciplined me before,
Yes, yeah,
so it's like, and that's direction from it either way.
Like, she's made you do chores at her house before.
Exactly.
Oh,
so, so, again, second mom. Anyway. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I'll leave work. I'll come over to your house. I got to close the truck. I'll jump in the shower. We'll go there. So I get off work. I go to the house, take a shower, get dressed. We both jump in the truck, and we head over to this, like some little mom and pop seafood restaurant. Like a bar and seafood thing. Bad combination, but good food. Like, as soon as she gets there, she starts slamming like highballs.
Hold on. Hey, if you can hear us, Jason,
you're getting choppy.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up, and the story's getting amazing. So hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it sounds like you're calling through water, like you're underwater, like Aquaman.
Can you hear me now?
This is the ghost of your friend fucking with you right now, by the way.
By the way, this guy's the way hockey players slide in front of shots.
This is your brother. This is your friend not wanting this to be on the air.
Don't tell this story to the world.
Yeah, this guy's just fucking the way they break up a kickoff return. He's just jamming in there.
Jason, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, because again, I've never this story's never came out, so that's probably what the fuck it is. But so yeah, like as soon as we get there, she starts slamming highballs, like 5 back to back, and like saving the cherries for the margaritas. Like, she got
she's drinking like Hunter S. Thompson.
Dude, yeah, like crazy. She got shit faced, and like by the end of the night, she was hammered. And I told her, I was like, "All right, I'm taking you to the house." So I get her in the truck, I get her back to the house, like I get her back in her bed and shit, and I'm getting ready to leave. Then I realized, like, she just went through a bad divorce, like with, shit marriage of like 18 years, like crazy shit. She just lost her son, and she's shit faced. I was like, I'm not fucking leaving, just making sure she don't do anything fucking stupid, right?
Okay.
So I go in the back guest room and pass out. So, no issues. Next thing I know, like 1:30 in the morning, like I feel like someone crawling in the fucking bed with me.
No.
I wake up and it's her, and she's sitting in my fucking lap.
Oh, no.
Like straight. And I'm inside. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait, you woke up inside of her?
I woke up inside of her. Like, literally in fucking side of her.
Dude, that's like, remember that porno movie Taboo with Kay Parker? Like that, she pulls that move. But this guy lived it.
No, I didn't know. Sabbath with K Park. The old porno.
Yeah, it's like from the 70s.
Yeah.
Off to it.
We all jacked off to it. Were you okay with this when you saw it? Were you like, what the fuck? Did you flip out?
Did you give one pump to decide?
Here's the thing. Like, what should have went through my mind is like, oh shit, this is my friend's mom, like pull her off and, like discipline her like a bad dog, But
yeah, semper fi, do or die.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
But me being a guy, I'm like, I'm getting ready to get fucked, So we end up doing it, and whatever. So like, I pass out, I blow my load on her fucking tits. I pass out or whatever. Geez. Anyway, pass out. I wake up next morning and like I roll over and like she's still laying in bed, and then I'm like, fuck. So I start doing that, like, try and sneak out of bed move.
Wait, Jason, wait. Did she have like that milk mustache, a dry jizz across her tits still?
She's sleep itching it? She's like,
just scratching. Looks like dandruff.
Yeah, she's like,
it wasn't that bad. But like, the weirdest part about this whole thing was, after I woke up, she woke up, and like, when at that situation, you're expecting to see the face of like, oh fuck, what have I just done, right? On her, expression on her face. But what I'm looking at is like, we fucked and I'm strangely okay with it. So
I mean, that's the best face you want to get.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only thing that can come out of my mouth right now is like, okay. So with all that said and done, we ended up fucking 2 more times after that.
Okay. All right. You know what? The damage is done, dude. The damage is done.
Yeah, fuck it now.
And you know what? And you might as well, yeah. And then now it's like a seedy, cool thing where, hey, man, you know what? Oddly enough, you've turned me around on this story. I was like completely.
I'm going to make you breakfast. You bring your mother over a plate. Ask her if she's coming over to play cards after.
Yeah. Call your mother, see if she wants to have a little game of canasta this afternoon. Also let her know I'm going to have a little baby boobies come all over my tits.
Ask if afterwards she wants to walk around the schoolyard with me 3 times. It's a mile. I measured it out. Jason.
I'm going to hell.
No,
I'm just taking reservations on who's going with me. So,
dude, you know what, Jason?
I think you're
Jason.
a good dude.
I think you might be going to hell. But here's the good news: you'll be able to fuck that guy's mom there.
You got yourself a 2-ticket ride.
That's a twofer, buddy. That's a twofer. 2 tango.
Yeah.
Jason, thank you so much for that call, dude. That was an awesome story.
That wasn't. And thanks for your service, dude.
No, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Just doing my job. But I was saying before I go, you guys are fucking awesome. I love you guys. Straight homo. And
yeah, thanks.
I want to finger your butt.
Oh, you're the best. You're breaking
Thank
up
you,
with
brother, man.
We love you, Jason.
Jason, call back again soon, dude.
Chris DiStefano, you are a fucking awesome storyteller, a great man.
Beast.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful cock.
Appreciate it.
At Chris DiStefano on Twitter.
At Chris D Comedy, actually.
That's what it is.
At Chris D Comedy everywhere.
I wouldn't have presumed. I would have been like, give me your thing, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
At Big J Oakerson on Twitter. Punchline, San Francisco.
Punchline, San Francisco, this weekend,
one of the best
Thursday,
clubs.
Friday, Saturday.
One of the best comedians and one of the best clubs.
That's a fucking great place.
And at Dan Soder on Twitter. We will see you New York Comedy Festival. We got a new but not live on Wednesday, and the New York Comedy Festival on Monday.
Word up.
Bye.